One of our neighbours' teenagers was out and got a puncture, and they brought it to a well-known bike repair shop, and they were told it would be a week. It would be a week before they can fix the puncture. Let's do it in a few minutes. The only tools you'll need are a couple of 15mm wrenches or spanners, and that's about it. So first off, you want to release the brake. So just go into here, push them together and pop this up. Like so. Now also try and make sure that the chain is on the smallest sprocket, because it's easier to pull away when it comes undone. So with the 15mm, put them on and loosen up. Both sides. But don't take them off. Just loose them up so that they can move. Pull the chain down and away, and the wheel should come straight up. A little bit of niggling about. And there we have it. The wheel is off. So with some plastic picnic cutlery, just put it in and then put another one in again. Now the reason I'm using plastic is so it won't damage the rim and it won't pinch the tube, and then just peel back. So now it's starting to come away, so bring your fingers around inside and we have it out, or at least the tire, one side of the tire detached. So again, put your fingers in and take out the tube. There we have the tube out. Now what you can do is you can look around the tube for any obvious holes or kinks or tears, and if you can see one, all the better. Now there, that one there looks like there's a tiny little hole there. But just to make sure, what we do then is we'll use a little bit of water and some washing up liquid. Now, what I've got here is I've got some water with a little drop of washing up liquid, an old paintbrush, and also in there you have an old sponge if you want. Pump away, see if it'll inflate. Now it is inflating, but now it's starting to go down again. So what we do then is we'll just run the water around and see what happens. The idea of the washing up liquid is, if there is air coming out, you'll get a bubble, or you'll get bubbles coming through. Now if you have the use of a basin or something a bit bigger, you can actually immerse the tube itself into it. Right, there we have a bubble. You can see here. We'll pump again. Something definitely there. And it looks like we have another one over here also. So something went straight through both sides of the inner tube. Now, mark that with your little repair kit. There's a little bit of chalk in here, or I should say crayon, and you also have your bit of chalk. So with the crayon, just see if you can find that again. Just mark it there, and again the same on the other side. I've marked it with a little bit of chalk so you can see it clearly, and you can see there the little nick in the inner tube, and if I move this over you'll see the other one over here. So dry off the tube and then we can prepare it for the patch. Once the inner tube is dry, then with the little bit of supplied sandpaper, roughing paper, just give it a little rub, roughen up the area where you're going to apply the adhesive, and you'll still see where the little hole is because the chalk would have actually gone in a tiny bit. So just rough it up, and the same over here. Now, next step would be to apply the adhesive. So knowing where the little mark is, there it is there, just apply some adhesive around it, and then over here do the same. And then leave it for about a minute or two till it starts to set a bit. And then you have, with your little patches, just tear off one and peel back the little plastic that's protecting it. Like so. And then place it over, and hopefully you place it dead center of where the nick was in the inner tube. Press it down and then get another one for the other nick, like so. Again, place it over, try and center it, and press down firmly on both of them. Now it's been about 2 to 3 minutes, and what we'll do then is we'll just pump it up to see if it's still holding or there's no more leaks, because I mean sometimes you could do a puncture and you'd fix them only to put everything back together again, and then you'll find another one somewhere else. So what we do is we'll pump it up first and then we'll test it. Okay, with the hand pump attached, then pump away. And it's actually looking good. Now, to be doubly sure, what you can do is you can run around again with a drop of water. This, particularly where you just prepared it, and check to see if there's any air coming out. Doesn't appear to be. Again, you can run around the rest of it. So far so good. I'll just take this off. Now what some people forget is that you can also get a leak from the valve, but it doesn't appear to be. And we're back around where we started. Now what you can do is you can turn it over and try the other side. All looks good. Now fitting is just a reversal. Okay, it's all back together again. Again, make sure you put it on the cog that you took it off, or the sprocket you took it off. Give it a run around. Check your gapping in here. Make sure it's correct. Tighten down. Don't forget to reconnect your brakes. Now what I did was, when I put it back together and I put the required amount of pressure into it, I went around the wheel again with the water on both sides to make sure there was no leaks. Now another thing to take into consideration is your dust cap. It's missing on this one, so it's recommended you have a dust cap. You get dirt in there, it's going to be problems. Well, if you enjoyed that, you found it useful, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment if you like, subscribe, share, and you can follow us on the usual social media platforms.